Deathless on Cloud.
Yeah, buddy. With all of that being said, this is going to be sort of, again, we talked about it. So many unique characters here at line stand number 100. But this is the type of matchup where you have a character who is very good at zoning versus a character who does want to get close, but has a very nice sword to do so. You cover a little bit more space, as we do see here. This Deathless, perfectly fine having center stage control and making Elim work for it, but Elim, having this projectile game, was perfectly fine saying, oh, I'll sit at the ledge for a little bit. I'll kind of feel out what you got going on.
Ooh. Great connect on that forward air, but please continue.
No, you're good. One quick dunk to the blast zone, baby. And now, with all that being said, I do think we're seeing one of the most dangerous sides of this matchup, being R.O.B is large. Not exactly the heaviest character, but just a big body. You never really realize it until you compare it to someone who's human-sized.
Yeah, they made R.O.B incredibly tall and wide inside of this one. Not to say he hasn't always been incredibly tall and wide inside the other games. I don't want to say any bad things about R.O.B. He's in the room right behind me, and I'm terrified.
Hiding in the shadows.
But R.O.B is fine with being off stage. You have your beam, you have, you could even just side special to get back on as a nice get me in tool. Cloud hates you being off stage.
Yes, he does.
You're off stage, I'm gonna charge limit. You're off stage, I'm gonna throw a beam out. You're off stage, I'm gonna try to dunk on you. So a lot of Elim's general flow state is gonna be thrown off here.
Yeah. And with that being said, a nice little top to close that stock, but Elim is still down a stock. Timing out the invincibility, is sitting back, top in hand, saying, all right, let's get this combo rolling. Let's get a little bit of damage, get some down tilts, throw this Cloud off stage. He ain't got a good recovery, but is able to make it back. And while the percentages are still having to even up, Elim has a very strong, there's a lot of ground to make up at this point.
There is, but with the amount of flip resets that he's been doing this game, I think he'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
That neutral air is just so nice to be able to get the additional damage. Not able to punish on the limit break side B for Cloud, but that's fine. Oh, that was back air, I believe?
Yeah, one quick back air to the face, and R.O.B said, all right, I'm going to head on out of this one and into the blast zone. Deathless. Up 1-0 to start this off.
Yet he's not Deathless.
True.
Elim is keeping this nice, keeping this competitive, just needs to readjust to the Cloud game plan, right? Keep him slightly away, keep him slightly far, and goodness gracious, if they want to go any further than that, punish, punish, punish.
Yes. Now, I will say, counter picks going into this. We see we're on the Hollow Bastion. We're visiting Sora's hometown. And we see a character switch up. Swapping off of the R.O.B, going in for the Pyramithra. Frankly, there's a very strong contrast between the two characters.
Yeah, the Aegis just wants to go in. There's not really a lot of tools that justify the amount of range that you have. And that means two things for Cloud, right? I mean, Cloud has some pretty slow aerials going into it too, especially with what we just saw with Mithra interrupting the back air animation.
Yeah.
But another issue is that now Cloud's ability to whiff has now gotten a little bit. It becomes easier for him to hit because now your target just wants to go inside of your range more.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing Cloud's Blade Beam has gotten so much value throughout all of this, and the limit almost enough to bring him back, but just barely short, going just a little bit little too low. But with that, the game's evening up a little bit, and we're seeing Elim almost looking just a little bit more comfortable in terms of this matchup with a character who can return a sword with another.
Yeah. I always forget that they're technically the sword and not the person, but It's another thought for another time. Swapping off to the Pyro just to get a little bit more damage there, a little bit slower and heavier, but able to get a little bit more off whenever they get the hit. I'm definitely a huge fan of Pyro right now.
Yeah, I think we've seen the value of just Deathless getting Elim off stage, getting this limit going, because when it comes to the recovery options, the pressure has been amazing. Elim trying to return it, but is unable to find the follow-up needed. Cloud going off stage, switching to the Mithra, trying to see if Cloud would throw anything out, but it's just not it. As now Cloud's the one sitting with the limit. Mithra trying to take a step back, saying, I ain't gonna do anything while you have that move going on you. So with that, we do see Cloud going for the forward air, gets the parry, but is unable to get the follow-up, as now Mithra is the one off stage. 144, the down air, not able to spike, and both players are looking for their last hit. There it is, the Pyra up tilt, able to close that stock, as now Pyra Mithra at 153. Just about anything Cloud has will take this stock, like the forward tilt, and suddenly it is a one stock to one stock game.
Yeah, I mean, there's that evenness that we were looking for, right? Elim is now getting that download onto Deathless, but Deathless is starting to realize just what they need to do in such Pyro Mithra matchups, right? And we're starting to see more pressure onto the side B as well. Oh, trying to go for dangerous kind of dunk there. Has to race limit break onto the special to recover, but that's fine, that's fine. Blade throw, positions himself into the forward air again.
Yeah, very dangerous game by using that side B while you're going below the stage, but is able to make it back. Cloud going for the up special, not getting the spike, not able to send Mithra down below. But with that being said, I do think right now, Cloud's looking, there it is, the back airs. This is how he's going to close this game out versus Mithra, who doesn't want to be on the wrong side of him, but does want to keep up this pressure. Cloud going for the up smash, trying to close it all, but now here's the limit. Mithra at 141, just about any limit move will take the stock at this point. But is it the Blade Beam? There it is, and that does close out this stock with Deathless taking the series 2-0.
Elim made